Good morning, fellow graduates and Centennial staff.
Thank you, Ms. Tice, Ms. Prokosh, Mr. Poirier, and Jesse, for allowing us the opportunity to speak on behalf of the class of 2021.
It is a great honor that we stand before you here today. However, in these desperate times, we've decided that a valedictorian speech should not be our priority.
As I'm sure you're all aware, we are currently facing a global pandemic.
Because of this, we've decided to instead remind you all of the protective COVID measures to which we should all adhere. Step 1. Wear a mask. It's vital in stopping the transmission of this virus.
But don't let a mask muffle your voice.
Emily, stick to the script.
Look, I'm not saying don't wear a mask. I'm saying let your voice be heard. Now that we're leaving Centennial, we have reached a point where we can decide what we want to say and how we want to say it. I'm ready to go off the book. Aren't you?
You know, you're right. Speak your truth, class of 2021.
Okay, pop off.
The greatest gift that we can give each other
Can give the world.
is a version of ourselves that is genuine.
True evolution will only be attainable once you are able to forgive your past self.
What good does it do any of us to dwell on the past, to regret,
Feel guilty.
over things that have taught us lessons?
Every obstacle that we overcome allows us to refine who we are. Though at times it may feel like certain obstructions are stifling your self-expression.
Do not hold your tongue.
Speak up about your passion.
Speak up about your opinions.
Speak up against injustice.
Like the change in our lunch hour schedule.
Okay, we're past that now.
Right. But speak up.
We as a generation, as creative, driven, and compassionate young adults, hold the power to right wrongs and use our collective voice to effect change. Use your power wisely.
Step 2. Maintain social distance by keeping 2 meters apart at all times.
Although we may be physically separated, it is vital that we stay close to the ones we hold dearest in our hearts, now more than ever.
As graduates, we're going to have some tough goodbyes.
And some not so tough goodbyes.
But there will always be people you need to hold on to. People who keep you grounded, while lifting you up at the same time.
Speaking from personal experience, Centennial has allowed me to make some of the best friends that I could ever have.
The kind of friends who will watch WandaVision with you until 5 in the morning.
Personally, I thought The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was better.
The kind of friends who will continuously debate with you over which show is better, even though you're clearly in the red.
We will discuss this later.
Fine. There will be circumstances that will try and divide us.
But we can't let ourselves lose those relationships. Just as it is vital to nurture your current connections, it is equally important that you continue to create and develop bonds much like the ones we have here at Centennial.
Meet new people. Ask them to go out for a coffee or for a socially distant stroll to the same park you strolled to hundreds of times since quarantine started.
But be no more than 8 people.
Isn't it 10? I don't know.
Yeah, the government probably doesn't know either.
There are certain people at Centennial who cause more than a subject. People who have shown us love.
People who have forgiven us for our ridiculous antics and provided us with the necessary tools we needed as we were growing up.
In Step 1, they prepared us for the high school experience. And in Step 5, they prepared us for the future.
5 years of giving and giving and giving.
And now, as we wave you goodbye from at least 2 meters away,
It is finally time that we give back.
thank you, Centennial faculty and staff, for being our second parents.
And for creating an environment that we may proudly call a second home. Thank you to the teachers who let us eat lunch in their classrooms every day for the last 5 years.
Well, 4 years.
Oh, right. COVID.
Thank you for giving us a place where we feel comfortable enough to get anything off our chest. Big or small. A place where we can ask for advice.
Thank you for giving advice and for treating our first world problems with all the sincerity you can muster. Thank yous and hugs are not nearly enough to show our genuine appreciation for everything you've done for us.
But unfortunately, the fireworks and parades were a little beyond our budget.
I work at McDonald's.
And she works at Barbie. Step 3. If you experience any COVID symptoms, stay home.
But, as inviting as your couch may be, if you're symptom-free, make sure that you go out and experience as much as the world has to offer. We're finally at the point where we get to call the shots, and we have a lot of adventures to make up for.
Think of all of the opportunities you missed out on this year. Folly, Country Fair,
Trips to London and the Dominican Republic,
E-Fair, Senior Play,
dance show, and so much more. We almost missed out on our high school graduation. Is Red on?
Is it off?
Is it in the parking lot?
Is prom even in our vocabulary? We've given up so much. And now we have an opportunity to go out and explore. And leave a part of ourselves wherever we may venture.
We hold the world in our hands.
We hold every plane ticket and train ride.
Every hotel and hostel.
Every hour of every day belongs to us now.
When I was younger, I used to hate when my mom would tell me I needed to get outside more. But now, I'm worried that my life isn't long enough for me to be able to experience it all. So, as much as I hate to admit my mom is right, my mom is right.
Before we go, we'd like to thank our families and friends for their unwavering support.
We'd especially like to show our gratitude to our parents and guardians for your endless patience this year, as many of you worked from home while we were learning online. We're sorry for using up all the bandwidth.
Or for any unwanted appearances in the background of the Zoom call. Thank you for putting up with us.
And to the class of 2021.
To the class of intellectuals, artists, and athletes,
And some of the most beautiful souls one could hope to meet. We wish you good luck and good health.
although it's important to follow COVID restrictions, you mustn't be afraid to make up your own rules along the way.
We are the MCs, the players,
And the game creators of our own lives.
and we cannot let anyone try to make us the spectators. We will not.
Which is ironic because the entire class is a part of the audience right now.
Maybe, but this is definitely the last time.
The homies, home slices, compadres. There's some fun thoughts I wanted to leave you with today. If you didn't get any of the clear coded jokes throughout the speech, it's probably because they flew over your head.
Whoever stole my Ziploc in Deck 2, please give it back.
Now guys, her mask may say, what's that? The real boss. But let's hear it for the real boss! Ultimately, the final words we wish to leave you with are as follows. Be like COVID. Be swift.
Be relentless.
Be the legacy of 2021.
Congratulations, everyone.